Yo, and we have another video, and this time it's Diddy behind bars. And this reminds me of how far-fetched people can be. Could you remember when Diddy was on his high horse? He believed he was better than everyone. He believed he couldn't be touched. And look at him now, behind bars, all grayed up like an old man. It's crazy how life can just change on you. Look at that. He doesn't want the world to seem like this, man. At first I thought he had like a couple of gray hairs. I realized this guy is fully gray, hair and beard. And when he comes out of prison, that's when we're gonna start. I mean, in COVID he was a little bit gray, but not too much gray, But now you got to see that the grays are fully grown out. And when he does get released, he's gonna look even older. Cause remember, Diddy's used to the pampering, the luxury lifestyle, the massages, the freak offs. He ain't getting that in prison unless he's paying to do freak offs with men. Well, we all know he likes to rub semen on his nipples. So who knows what he's been getting up to in prison. But he's used to that type of life. So he's been in like 2-3 years behind bars. He's gonna age dramatically. The Botox is gone. I don't even know he was using Botox, but he certainly didn't look his age. Once he dyed his hair, he still looks he looked a bit fat, but still looks young. But yeah, he's really, when he comes out, we're gonna start to see like an old man. And because when he does come out, he's gonna look like an old man. I don't think he can still play up to the image he had being portrayed before he went in. And I think he's gonna be one of those people who he's around, they see him around, and he's just gonna keep to himself. That's what I believe. But let's read the story. Here's the first look at Sheen Diddy Combs as an inmate at FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey, as he's already bundled up behind bars. TMZ obtained this photo of the Bad Boy Records founder walking around the prison yard Friday during the recreational time. It's not really much of a photo, but if that is Diddy, man, he aging. As you can see, Diddy got an orange prison beanie and navy blue puffer jacket to keep warm. It was in his 50s today. It was in the 50s today, and Diddy dressed for the cold. Let's see. Joe Guidance says money goes a long way at Fort Dix, the minimum security prison where Diddy's now doing time, as it can make your life a lot easier behind bars. The former reality star who did hard time there for 2006 to 2019 tells TMZ inmates are all about the money, and says Diddy could even dodge certain responsibilities if he's willing to cough up the cash, like his new gig in the laundry room. Joe said he used to pay other inmates to do the other chores for him, including prison work, and claimed Diddy could easily slide in someone a few bucks to make him as showing up as for the job. TMZ obtained this first image of Diddy at FT. I already read that. I mean, wow, Diddy don't look like this anymore, right? I think, like, man, let's think about this now. A lot of people saying, well, he got locked up. He didn't really do anything. He did a lot. I mean, the charges of, like hiring prostitutes. Oh, yeah. I give people that. It weren't really something you should lock someone up for, but a lot of people do want to point out that he did kick Cassie like a football, and he escaped that. He escaped those charges, and he blew up someone's car, or Kid Cudi's car. He was doing a lot of other stuff behind the scenes, and I think they're so hard to try and get him on this trafficking charge, which gave him more years, that they kind of skipped over a lot of the other things that was very obviously strange, like the guns with the scratched off serial numbers. What was up with that? They went to his house or his mansion, found a bunch of guns with serial numbers scratched off. That's dodgy as it is, man. I'm pretty sure that's a criminal offence, but that never got brought up too much to a point where they never really saw that as an offence. And then you got the free coughs. Like, yeah, they kind of brought that in, and that's what they're charging him for. A lot of people said, "Oh, wait a minute! I've seen I've seen the actual comments, and they're like, oh, can't people hire prostitutes? He's hiring a bunch of men to sleep with his girlfriend." But I think what it is, if he just walked free from the court after everything, a lot of people they're seeing think there was a lot of injustice and corruption going on. They had to give him some sort of time, because remember, he did get away with the Cassie incident. That was an incident that he should have done some time for, and he skated that because he had the money to pay off the people in the hotel. You know, but to tell the truth, within his whole life, all this could have been avoided if he wasn't so ignorant and big-headed. If he just paid Cassie off, none of this would have came out. That's the joke of it all, when you think about it. You gotta think to yourself like, okay, he paid Cassie off, she would have disappeared with the money and went off. Because his career's in tatters now, he's losing money, and he still paid Cassie off. So you think to yourself like, okay, what was the point in not paying Cassie when you end up paying Cassie, and now you lost everything? You might as well just pay Cassie and keep everything. But this is how big-headed he was. He knew he did wrong, but he still thought, I'm too big to fail. This is why his net worth has gone down from 700 million to 400 million. And if you want to believe that, because they're still trying to go after assets from Diddy, and you know, these are just estimated guesses of how much money he has. I believe he has less. A lot less. When he comes out, he ain't gonna be broke. He can be richer than most rappers. But the level where people saw him at the top of his game when it came to rap, when he was up there with the Jay-Z's and the Dr. Dre's, no way they're gonna ever have Diddy in that conversation again. No way. He's lost that position. I don't think he will ever gain it. Because remember, his whole everything, all his company was him. He was the front of the company. He was the face. He was selling you the Ciroc. And when he's garbage, when he's trash, there ain't no way people are gonna go and buy his products again. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'm out.